So I'm here with Venus Jones, who has an animation playing at the Mill Valley Film Festival. And Venus, I want to ask you, what is your what do you think about when I say neighborhood? What brings to mind neighborhood?
When I think about neighborhood, I think of family. I think of a community of people who have something in common. I think of neighbors. Yeah, that's what
Great.
I think of when I think of,
Okay.
of neighborhood.
That's
I think of
wonderful.
neighbor and I think of the hood too. Because the hood is nothing but a collection of people who have something in common, and they all are under, under one. Now I'm thinking of the hood of a car. But anyway, just like a poet, my mind just it starts thinking about word association. Yeah, I think about my movie because my movie is called Little Red is Riding the Wrong Way in the Hood. So that's why a lot of people when they say, "Oh, your movie." It's a hip hop twist on Little Red Riding Hood, and but even my character has on a hood. So words it can mean so many things. Neighborhood
Excellent.
can mean a lot of things to different people.
So, do you have a memory of when you were in your neighborhood, maybe as a child, or any neighborhood that you've been in? What was it like?
When I actually grew up, I was a military brat, so I've been in many, many different neighborhoods. And whenever people say, "Oh, Venus, where are you from?" A lot of things come up for me. But what I do remember and what also inspired this movie that I made is not always feeling safe in my community and feeling safe in my. I remember standing at the bus stop, and a car was coming by and asked me if I needed a ride. Like, was this guy kept asking me if I needed a ride? Back then, we didn't have cell phones. Can you believe it? We had no cell phones.
It was
So
another
it was
world
a
for sure.
completely different world, and we survived. And right now, like these days, I'm like, I leave the house and I'm like, oh my God, did I leave my phone? But yes, as a kid, I was standing outside at the bus stop, and by the grace of God, therefore go I. I did not get abducted, but I felt about I felt a little unsafe in my neighborhood because there were always little wolves out there, and sometimes big wolves, and people who maybe did have ill intentions for youth, and that's another reason why I made my film. Just standing there not knowing anything to say except for no, I'm okay, and not really being able to form the words or know what else to say. But like, thankfully, I'm okay, and I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're here. Director, writer, actress,
Yes.
and
Narrator. I'm
narrator.
the writer,
Yeah.
producer, director, and narrator of Little Red is Riding the Wrong Way in the Hood, a 4-time winner of Best Animation. My first.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
My
Wow.
first award. That's when I knew I did something
Yeah.
special. My first award came out of Portugal, for another totally different neighborhood than where I grew up. Because I grew up in the U.S. and yeah, and then we know that the issues of safety and trust, and this is a film about trust, and we know those are universal issues. Because no matter where we are in the world, there is always going to be someone who means well, and there's always going to be someone who means not so well because they're not so well. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
I've had some of those in some of my neighborhoods as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, thank you so much, Venus. I'm super excited to watch your animation here real soon at the Mill Valley Film Festival.
Yes.
And congratulations on all of your wins here and your
Yeah.
successes. And I hope that you continue to produce wonderful work that is meaningful to our world. So,
Yes. And just
yeah, you're so hardworking, and you deserve all of the credit and successes that you have.
Kimmy. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for that, and that means so much coming from you. And just remember, all you other fellow filmmakers out there, just remember to continue to keep the faith, because there's always someone who will reach back, but you have to keep looking up and you have to keep looking out, because when we do, there's a lot less fear and a lot less doubt.
Little red liquid creatures squirm under my feet, biting, pinching, tearing open memories of the great asylum, that lifeless electro madhouse we moved into the last night of our youth. A labyrinth of screams, static, decay, war. That last night when our keeper, the bosom, the mother pearl, abandoned us to a smaller life here. We collect firecrackers to build our bombs, then hand out band-aids for our bullet wounds. We've brewed this tyranny around us and murdered our brotherhood youth for cardboard impressions tacked to dirty sheetrock walls, covered in crayon graffiti. For this, the great machismo, the latex lover, the great asylum, it welcomed us as we orphaned ourselves and preferred brick over stone. And I heard in the end, the friend of the friend passed away. And they said his light shined someplace else, but left his shadow here. Didn't want to hear it. Got the disease that's in everyone. Bad timing, I was headed out the door. Didn't know he was dying without anyone knowing. He looked like him walking to school, already dying, fumbling the floor. He is something special, ain't he? They always said. Stashing books no one else read. The bell rang late, running door. But his place was never here nor there. Just a passerby, always goodbye. It looked like him flying away. Maybe it was, or just the sun in my eyes. I didn't know everyone was dying, had the disease that's in everyone. The bell rang late. He made the door, and the friend of a friend passed away. I miss the dive bars and sweaty beer. I miss the hookers and the jive-ass turkeys. I miss the cigarette smoke and the graffiti-tattooed urinals. I miss the laughter. I miss the 4 a.m. burritos. I miss the city and I miss you. I miss the smell of Chinese food air. I miss the strippers and the vagabonds. Handouts. I miss the green apple. I miss the bitter end. I miss the city and the horns. I miss the deranged. I miss the one-ways. I miss the Victorian age. I miss the city, and I miss you.
A screen separates us from the world. Even the ancient hieroglyphs that protect us turn their heads away. A sacred and private act of love. Kisses. Kisses light and tender, hard and slow. Kisses to take my breath away. I watch you move around my body tentatively. As you meet my eyes, I can feel your confidence grow. Relaxed, I respond sensually. My mind wanders to early in the night, dancing close and barefoot. Your body pressed against and how your body trembled. Your smell lingers on my breast, trying to control your desires. Because I asked you to. Something in me moves, which I thought had died a long time ago, brings me back. I touch in a short space of time. You have gained my past and present. A gentle smile hovers in between love and desire in your eyes. Your reaction is firm and the pain too full to bear. I pull away, but you coax me back, undry my tears. Your hands on my face and hair reassure me I'm safe. My body arches, my senses overloaded, as I open up to you with your hands on my lower back. You are there waiting for me, waiting to explode your love straight to my heart.
Bodacious, big time with my coterie. When I overhear Ossifer's walkie-talkie describing domestic disturbs, I was like totally my dig as I confessed to the girls. So they went with and saw the parents spasm. The blood was hella raw and the scene was happening. I was like, get real, Mom, take a chill pill. And she was like, I took the bottle. Harsh. I was like, Dad, Chili, you're really? And he said, it's been in the freezer. And I was like, gnarly. Stop being so mental and not even. Hand me that carving utensil and stop bleeding. You two sit here and veg while I turn on the telly. Watch some late night Ginsu. Like, I'm so sure and really? So, we jet out of there, us hall chicks to the call. We are Bettys to our Baldwins down in Juvie Hall. Bogus, penis-breathing hall maggots with nothing better to do. Grody to the maximum sentence. My hot dogger has too, but I'm not tripping. It's totally tubular, because when I yell, eat my shorts, you dweeb, his best friend always answers me. And although he's a righteous scarfer and only an after midnight barfer, he's fantabulous. Gag me with a spooner, gag me with a forker, gag ball me, gagger. Oh, just bite me, because he's the boy toy bomb diggity, the as if in my iffing, the dickwad to my doy. He's really only a wannabe and a wastoid. And as I kiss my in another life Romeo a sweet goodbye and trying not to have a cow, the girls and I take our ghost gobbling Pac-Man eyes from table to table, watching all the sploogers eat their subsidized bitchin' food bank burgers. We collect our little baggies from the inside and sell them to the suburbanites in Upper State Cal because, like, oh my God, I'm a Section 8 Val.
an absurd imposition of the final summation. Four plain walls.
One wall touching next, another wall touching me.
One wall touching next, another wall touching me. Slide down, four corners pushing in. My hands scraping wet sheets, red, black. Slide down, four corners pushing in. My hands scraping wet.
I inhale, I exhale. Constant.
A constant.
Final Frontier by Anthony Bellin. Hey kiddo, it finally happened. I got my flight status back. Colonialism, exploration, scientific discovery, manifest destiny, whatever. It's the Kuiper Belt, the edge of our solar system, and the chance to go where no one has gone before. Well, there have been probes and the like, but hey, your old man is on the crew. I'm glancing over the terms and conditions of the contract. Most of this is a jumbled up mismatch of legal blah, 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 making sure that the company's held harmless. I guess my future will be defined more accurately as a corporate asset. Whatever. The company gives us a life on Mars. It ain't too bad. Yeah, I know the terraforming technology has been glitchy. The magnetosphere generator, that tool that gives us the ability to hold the atmosphere on the planet, has been, well, problematic, but they'll get it sorted soon enough. We've done all right on Mars, and it will only get better. As for the flight, I can't tell you how much your mom and I dreamed of a flight like this. The flagship, the fleet, the unknown. I mean, God, I miss her. She'd be so proud. I know times have been rough with all the legal stuff after her accident. I mean, I did my best scraping by. Well, I got my name cleared. I know that you trust me and that, I did everything that I could. That's all behind us now. No more scraping for us. I'm making sure that you and I get the life that we deserve. I want nothing but the best for you. And I decided what I will do will be right by you no matter what the cost. So here's the deal. The company wants my head in the game, and unfortunately, there's a catch. This is essentially a colonist flight. There's a consignment of colonists, but, I can't bring you. Look, I tried. I tried my best, but it was either stay on Mars as a single dad scraping by in operations, or take a trip and ensure you get the best life possible. I know this won't seem fair to you as a 10-year-old, but you have to see it from my perspective. And I believe when you get older, you'll understand. Being an adult means some decisions require sacrifices. The tough calls that reap the greatest rewards, well, they come with the biggest prices. But I got you covered. I signed up for the legacy package. I go on the flight in exchange for a future for you. The company agrees to provide a home and financial independence for you for the rest of your life and the life of your children's children. No more living in the employee family domes with your old man. You'll be offered subsidized education and luxury accommodations, all the stuff that you've ever asked for that I couldn't provide in my current post. It's a new beginning. I mean, that has to mean something. Although I once saw a future where you and I could be together, I can't ignore this opportunity to do better for you. I mean, this will be better for you. All your life, I had to exist in a diminished role as a single father after your mom passed. You can't imagine the humiliation of seeing people I trained get the assignments that I deserve so that I could be home to take care of you. Well, no more. You and I deserve better, and I finally found a way. I'm sorry. I know that this is coming out of left field, and journal log message isn't exactly a personal touch, but I don't think that I could go through with this if I was telling you in person. I don't want you to think about this as losing me, as I will always keep you in my thoughts and you will want for nothing. I know you'll understand, if not now, someday soon. You see, the flight will be traveling for periods of time at speeds close to light, and, well, time works differently at those speeds. My next message will be written hours from now in my future, and this is the price of this choice. Maybe your generation will solve the problem my generation has been looking to solve. Maybe you'll find a way to exceed us. When I arrive in the belt, you'll be waiting and we'll have a good laugh at all this outdated technology. I will be a few years older, but younger than you. I mean, if that happens, we'll have all the time that we need. It's nice to dream, my love. I think that your mother would have liked that idea. To be honest, she would have hated me for leaving regardless of the legacy clause, but I hope that you'll see the logic in this. She always found a way to keep things going. I know that she'll be watching over you. I mean, I can feel her presence right now. God, you look so much like her, and she was very strong. I know that you have her strength and we'll be fine. I mean, better than fine. You'll see. This is the right thing to do for both of us. Look, I'll write you soon. I already miss you. Don't forget to breathe. There isn't anything that you can't fix or figure out as long as you remember to breathe. Look, all my love, your father.